Okay, we are live. Hello, internet. Friendly neighborhood gremlin here. And today we're gonna play Deathmark. It's gonna be a good time. Essentially, this is fated to happen, I suppose. I don't know that that's true. I don't feel very well. I was sleeping until like 6:55, so, you know. But anyway, I was watching Gab play this game, and someone mentioned in the comments that there was a Switch translation of it, because she's playing it. It's a really old Let's Play of hers, and she's like actually translating it herself. So I didn't think there was an English version of this game. But then someone mentioned a Twitch translation in the comments, and I was all excited. And then I went to look at it on the Switch, and it was 60% off. So like, why the fuck would I not buy it for 60% off? So I don't know. Now I'm really excited, and we're gonna play this, and it's probably gonna go poorly, but that's okay. Hopefully. Hey, wanna hit up the karaoke place? The new Love and Hero song is out. Not feeling up to it today. This story creeped me out earlier. Do you want to hear it? Oh, sure. Remember Miss Yamaguchi? She wears those big glasses. I heard she's gone missing. Oh. Fancy. What no one else knows here? What? No one knows where she is? It's usually what missing means. No, she just disappeared. Just up and poofed from the library. One of the student librarians said she was researching something there. But then she vanished. But she's super diligent, right? One of the students thought it was weird that she'd up and leave like that. So he checked in on her. But when he did, it was just her arm, apparently. This is a very nice shot. I enjoyed this shot quite a bit. The only thing left was her arm. It had a really weird scar on it, so it was definitely her arm. This scar thing is called a death mark. I don't know if they know that, but that's what it's called. And we've got one, too. A scar. Yeah, it looked like a dog bite. She showed it to me once. She had no idea where it came from. For real? There's a scar like that on Miki's leg, too. Okay, apparently lots of people have these things. I mean, I know there's gonna be a bunch of people, but I didn't know. I don't know what I'm saying. Huh? Miki? Wait, that's the girl who went missing. Yeah. That's crazy. I'm so confused. There were people online who said the translation wasn't, like, fantastic, but I was too excited, and I already paid for it, and I don't really care. I'm very excited about this. Maybe the rumor's true. The one about the cursed scar. Yes, indeed. We've got one. Cut it out. You're scaring me. And this is us. I hear snatches of an idiotic ghost story. They're speaking seriously, but it's obvious they don't believe a word. They're only killing time. Rumors are the best way to do that. The sun's about to set. It's gotten later than I planned. I shouldn't have stuck around to hear that story. Better hurry. Thunder rumbles in the distance. Oh dear, my chair's gonna be all creaky. Hopefully that's okay. A huge mansion is in front of me. Strange, I'm sure I was just... My vision blurs. My ears are buzzing. Ugh, my head is swimming. It's almost like I'm drunk. And we've just arrived at this house. What time is it? I glance at my wrist, but my watch is gone. Did I put it in my coat pocket? But all I find is a business card. In elegant printed letters is a name. Sayakujo, spirit healer. On the back is a photo of the mansion. I guess this must be Kujo Mansion then. Manor. I'm used to calling it a manor, because I think that's what Gab calls it in her translation. It also might be what they call it in the second game. Maybe? I don't know. I could be crazy. That could not be true. Kujo Mansion. Saya Kujo. Those names sound familiar somehow. One way to find out. Taking a deep breath, I reach out to knock. I stop when I see something on my wrist. The death mark. We've got one. But our arm is still attached to our body, so it's definitely an improvement. It's a strange scar. When did that... I could just be imagining this, but I feel an icy chill when I look at it. My fist pounds on the door, no reply. A light appears in the second floor window. It's probably too far for the door for them to hear me knocking. So I open the door. You know, the normal reaction to someone being home in a place and not being able to hear you because they're too far from the door. Just go in. I grasp the doorknob and find it unlocked. No point in staying outside. Okay. This is not a normal reaction to life. I'll just go in. I'll apologize to the owner later. Yeah, okay, cool. Sounds like a good idea. Except not at all. But you know. The inside is shrouded in darkness. A small beam of light from the window is the only way I can see anything here. It's dead silent, except for the constant ticking of the clock's second hand. I must be in the entrance hall. The atrium extends to the second floor. Anyone home? There's no reply to my shout. Maybe they've soundproofed this place so they can't hear me down here? I guess I need to go upstairs then. Staircase is just visible. Yeah, it's just visible up ahead. I walk towards it, cutting across the hall. My ears catch a strange noise. I turn to look where it's coming from. Ooh, doll. Someone's there, enveloped by the dark. Oh, sorry, I guess we don't know it's a doll yet. I have seen, like, a little bit of the game, because I was watching it for a bit before I discovered that I could play it myself. And I thought streaming it would be fun. We're supposed to stream things. We're supposed to be good YouTubers who stream things. I don't know. I'm excited about it. I don't know that anyone else would be excited about watching me play it, but I'm excited about it, so. Okay. Someone enveloped by the dark. I think they're staring at me. Talk to them? Hello? I call out, but the person remains silent. I guess we should approach them? Gulping, I hesitantly make my way over, trepidation slowing my steps. It's a young girl. She doesn't move an inch as I approach. At least it seems that way to me. Oh, hello, Kirby. How are you doing? It doesn't look like she's even breathing. Not many peeps, huh? No, nobody yet, but this is like a visual novel, so I'm not totally expecting there to be a ton of people. I was just really excited about this game. It is a horror game too, so I've never played a horror game on my channel before. A corpse. I'm glad you're good. I'm doing kind of okay, I think. I don't know. My brain doesn't hurt too much yet. But I just woke up, so hopefully we stay okay. It doesn't get too hot in here. Great. I creep myself out. I start to sweat. What should I do? Touch her. With a shaky hand, I slowly reach out and touch her skin. I'm not sure what I expected, but it feels unnatural somehow. Stiff and cold. I press down on her arm, and she makes a strange sound. She makes a strange sound I heard earlier. Ah, now it makes sense. She's a doll. Dolls' joints creak when they're moved. That's what made the noise. What a relief, if disappointing. I carefully begin climbing the stairs, making sure not to trip. I thought we were... I don't know where the doll is. I'm confused. As I reach the landing, the sharp sound of a bell breaks the silence. It seems to be coming from above me. Looking up, I can spy the outline of a clock. I bet that's what's making that sound. Should we approach it too, I guess? I don't know, approach all the things. We've already entered this person's house, why the hell not, right? The noise guides me over. It's an antique grandfather clock. The noise is definitely coming from here. I reach towards the glass to check inside. All of a sudden, it stops chiming. Know how clocks do. The silence descends, broken only by the ticking. I guess it's fixed now, but it says that, oh, I guess maybe it's not the turn of the hour or something? I don't know. Our clock doesn't have any hands on it. That timing was a little too spot on. Was it really a coincidence? I don't know. All these strange occurrences make me uneasy, but I continue on the room with a light. I continue on to the room with the light, which we saw outside. So then we entered the house, because that's a normal reaction. Stopping in front of the door, I knock. But again, there's no reply. It's because the lady inside's dead. Sorry. I shouldn't know that yet either. I try again, several times, even calling out, but there's still no answer. I push on the door. It's dark inside. Strange. I definitely saw lights on in here. Wafting through the room is an odd smell. It's sugary, like a ripe fruit. The whole room is permeated with it. Some kind of aromatherapy, maybe? It's not a particularly pleasant smell, though. The aroma draws me further into the room. The floor under my feet feels off. It's wet. It dawns on me that I'm smelling something else, mixed with the sweet smell. I know this scent. It's... or this metallic tang. It's a dead body. Lightning flashes and I catch a glimpse of something. I don't know. I said that word. Startingly. grotesque object stretches out across the floor beneath my feet. I don't know why that was so hard for me to say. Something strange is here. It doesn't bode well if we are fucking up reading this early into the game. Because the game is all reading. That's why it's a visual novel. Oh, but it's so cool. I love the way this game looks. All the spooky stuff is so cool looking. It's so bizarre that I can't stop staring. Like, look at it. Oh, I love it so much. Blooming flowers everywhere. Also got a tattoo on her leg, I think. There's bursting. They're bursting out of the woman's stomach, her blood-soaked body overwhelmed by them. I retch my gaze away, horrified. But the hellish image is burned into my mind. I can feel my entire body shaking. Bile rises. I'm gonna throw up. Well, I guess that's a reasonable reaction to have to finding a dead body. I'd probably also want to throw up. In the next instant, the lights are on. And the body's gone. That's not all. The body's gone, leaving only a stain. It's not creepy. This doesn't make sense. It's a bad dream. At least I'd really much prefer it if it was. But the faint smell that remains and the bloodstain crush any hope of that. I beat a retreat from the room in an effort to escape this whole bizarre situation. When I stumble back into the hall, the lights are on as well. I decide to have another look around. All the furnishings here are old enough to be antiques. They match the old-fashioned mansion. Doll's eyes are open. A large doll sits on the couch. This must be the figure I saw in the dark. One would easily mistake this for a human if they couldn't see the ball joints. Probably belongs to the owner of the mansion. Because that's a reasonable thing to think. Okay, so the doll is like on one of these couches beside the stairs. Makes sense. So what do I do now? Contact the police? Her stomach was full of flowers, sir, and the corpse up and vanished like fog. Like anyone would believe that. Yeah, probably not super easy to call the cops. Welcome to Cujo Mansion. The doll moved. It spoke. A different kind of shudder runs through me than the one when I found the corpse. Up until this point, I was nothing more than an observer to all the freaky events. I could distance myself from it, but now, a doll is talking to me? Have I startled you? If so, I sincerely apologize. Well, I mean, you are a talking doll. My master ordered me to behave as a normal doll until told otherwise. Except you've started talking. Admittedly, your master is probably the woman who's in the room, and she's dead, so she can't tell you otherwise anymore, I guess. I don't know. The words are elegant and refined, but her face never moves an inch. She may look human, but she clearly isn't. Well, no, she's a doll. Oh, her whole arms and everything moved. She folds her hands together. So she can move, too. I'm sorry for not introducing myself. I'm called Mary. You have likely seen a number of oddities here already. I see, my master Saya Cujo was unable to escape from the mark then. The death mark. I guess that's why you call it a death mark. Saya Cujo? Does she mean the corpse? But wait, what's this about a mark? Lady Saya was searching for a way to escape the mark. Were you not also called here by her? Because of the mark on your arm? She must be talking about the weird scar. Did Sayakuja invite me to this mansion? When I try to remember, my head hurts. I have something to tell you in place of my late master. But I would like to ask one thing first. Do you know your own name? Well, that is a much simpler question than I had been expecting. It's... I break out into a sweat. My throat is drying up. Why can't I answer? I'm shocked to find him coming up blank. I see, then it is as I thought. Somehow Mary knows what's going on with me. Before I offer an explanation, please decide on a temporary name. Things will go much easier if I have a name by which to call you. Also likely you will find it hard to remain calm if you are nameless. She's probably right. Better to have some placeholder name than continue life as a hollow, nameless being. Okay. Should we just go with his actual name? Because it's not like he's... I could just go with, like, Ghost Gremlin or something. Because normally I would go with Rosie, but, like, we're clearly a man. I don't know. Briar's a name, but he's, like, unisex. This is all weird. Okay, hold on. I didn't think this through. We just go with Briar? Let's go with Briar. 'Cause I like it. Because I'm assuming it's going to let us put a last name in too. Otherwise I'm going to regret this, but I guess we'll find out. Yes. Hold on. Did I just go with Gremlin? Gremlin. Okay, and now enter the protagonist's first name. So I suppose it's good that we did it that way, I guess. Kazuo. Then we'll just go with Briar, I guess. Because it's Japanese, so they do it backwards. There we go. Briar Gremlin, I suppose. Briar Gremlin, okay. It cannot be changed after this. So I suppose that's our name. Glasses and beard. I don't know. I think that one's fine. We cannot change it later, so we're never allowed to shave our beard. I suppose that'll be okay. I'm Briar Gremlin. Understood, Lord Gremlin. Now, shall I explain to you about the mark? It is the seal of death. Those who have it will soon die. You do not believe me? I'm certain this sounds absurd to one who has led an uneventful life. However, my master's death proves it to be irrefutably true. And that's not entirely true, but okay. The corpse's sweet stench comes back to me. That didn't seem like the work of humans. I'm afraid that the horror of the mark does not stop there. Victims slowly lose their memories until the day they die. They face death, all while suffering from the terror of losing oneself. Memory loss? That can't be. That'd mean I'm... Yes. The fact that you've forgotten your name proves that death is coming. Lord Gremlin, you will die this very dawn. Death mark. Ooh. fancy, spooky. But I don't know. My memories skip forward a bit after that. I just remember being completely stunned at what Mary revealed to me. I can probably attribute it to memory loss caused by the mark. Next thing I know, I'm lying in a guest room in the mansion. I vaguely recall dragging myself up the stairs and coming here. I must have fallen asleep at some point, and thanks to that, I feel a lot better. I'll die at dawn, huh? I try saying it out loud. It's definitely shocking, but I can't say it feels real yet. It doesn't make sense. Way out of the blue. But if it's true, is waiting for my untimely death the only thing I can do? No, we get to go investigate spooky cases and be a detective. But it might be a good idea to ask Mary more about it. I suppose that's what we'll do. I find Mary sitting in the exact same spot as before. She hasn't moved an inch. I doubt a doll gets bored waiting like humans do. Good morning, Lord Gremlin. I thought we were dying at dawn. But then we went to sleep, I think? Are you feeling better now? Sure. That's good to hear. Since it appears that you have calmed down, I would like to ask a question. What will you do now? I can guide you down only two paths. The first is to wait for death. The second is to fight the mark. Can you help me? If it is what you wish, yes. My master is researching the mark. A few days prior to her death, she found a way to escape it. Regretfully, she passed away before she was able to inform me. So you don't know. So she doesn't know anything after all. There's some time yet before dawn. You has a slim chance. Salvation is a thin thread dangling from heaven. Would that you grab hold of it, and I shall do my utmost to help. What will you do? Guess it boils down to whether I trust her. If she's right about all this, my time on Earth is up at dawn. If I don't want to die, then there's no other choice but to resist the mark until then. If she's lying, it'll be fine when morning comes. But am I really alright with that? People are being killed in nonsensical, grotesque ways. Am I going to turn a blind eye to it? I mean, really, the options are wait for death or do a thing. So, either we do a thing and it helps, or we die, or we don't die. But us doing a thing isn't going to change that, so. This is a life or death decision. I need to think about it carefully. Really? Live or die? Deadly choice. You'll be faced with choices that can result in death. There is limited time, and your soul power will continue to drain. Give up or wrong answers, or time's up, or wrong answers will result in a game over. So be quick and also be careful about finding the right answer. Restoring soul power. Completing a deadly choice will restore some soul power. Accelerated dialogue. Dialogue can be sped up while pressing the L button, but certain dialogue cannot be sped up. Backlog. Press the plus button to display any previous dialogue. Auto mode. Hiding the dialogue window. You can hide the dialogue window by pressing X. I guess if we want to do that. I don't know why we would. Then I shall ask you, will you quietly wait for death or struggle against the mark? Hi. Okay, that goes down really fast. It's very stressful. I don't do well under time limits. But I knew this was coming. I agreed to this when I signed up to play the game. Foolish of me as it is. I've decided to trust you. As you say, Lord Gremlin, again, there's no harm. Either we do the thing and it helps, or we do the thing and it doesn't help. But sitting around and doing nothing isn't really a fun option. Then I shall carry out the dying wish of my master and aid you. I cannot do much, but feel free to request anything you wish of me. I made up my mind, but that doesn't mean I know what I should do. I know squat about the supernatural, and losing my memory makes research impossible. But I don't have a moment to lose. Oh, a knock comes from the front door. Who'd come here this late at night? Oh my, what a sign of fate. It seems that other mark bearers have arrived. Is it instinct that she knows these things? Maybe she has some kind of mysterious power, being a talking doll and all? I beg your pardon, Lord Gremlin. I do apologize, but could you go and greet our guests in my stead? They may experience a shock if a doll, such as myself, welcomes them. Moreover, I am unable to move while I'm able to move my arms, I am unable to walk. I move to the front door to greet our guests. People fated to die, like me. I wonder what they're like. Who will I find at the door? Oh, who I find at the door is not who I'd expect to see out this late at night. High schooler. And a small boy. These kids have the mark? No way. He came to see Professor Cujo. Who are you? I can't say I'm a total stranger since I'm here in the mansion. I don't know. Her disciple? That sounds funny, but okay. Huh, okay. She's got so much spiritual power. I had no idea she'd have disciples. She seems to know Saya Cujo. Now that I think about it, that business card did say spirit healer. Going off this girl's accessories, I get the feeling that she's a huge fan of the occult. I'm Moe Watanabe. I'm here to talk to her about this article she wrote in the OOP Arts Monthly. She pulls out the new cult magazine from her bag. Inside is a picture of the mark. The accompanying article says that the scar is a soul-inhibiting disease that erases memories. Inquire at Cujo Mansion. This is the same scar, right? Moe lifts her skirt a bit to show me her leg. Right there on her right thigh is the mark. I think I know what the article means by erasing memories. I've been super forgetful lately. I'm even blanking on my friends' names. That's never happened to me before. Do you think this scar's doing it? The article is obviously bogus. The young boy scoffs. Even kids know better than to believe in ghosts or curses these days. And a high schooler fell for it. You must feel embarrassed by that. But Tsukasa? Is that how we pronounce that? Weren't you hanging around in front of the mansion's gate? Fess up, your scar scares you. Tsukasa seems to have no retort to that. He silently sulks. Looks like a bullseye. It's clear they're both mark bearers. I bring them over to meet Mary. Here, come meet my talking doll. Moe shrieks when she gets close. Oh my god, it's so cute. It's a doll, yeah? I've never seen one this big before. The craftsmanship is so detailed. It's almost like it's alive. They're both admiring her when... Welcome to Cujo Mansion. What? It spoke? Shock horror. With that, the new visitors join our number. They enter this monstrous world that hovers on the precipice of death. Mary tells Moe and Tsukasa about the mark once they regain their composure. All about the steady memory loss and their imminent death. It sounds like a ridiculous story, but it gains validity coming from someone like her. Both of their faces pale. Now, if you came specifically here because you believed in Lady Saya's article, you must have already experienced the pain of losing your memories. At least they remember their names. Moe admitted as much earlier, but I can see Tsukasa's face darken. So it must be happening to him too. Hey Moe, I'd like to confirm something. Where were you when you got the mark? My amnesia seems to be worse than the others, or worse than theirs. So they might remember. I'm not positive, but I think my mark might be a curse from Hanako. Hanahiko? Hanako. His name is familiar to me. He's the ghost the residents of these ghost the resident children of this town whisper about, correct? So probably Hanahiko. My master was interested in him. So Saya Kujo was curious too. Could be connected to the mark somehow. I'd like to hear more about this ghost. As you wish, Lord Gremlin. I'll do my best with the pronunciation of Japanese names, but I'm not going to be great at it. Then I should tell you the rumor of Hanahiko. Hanako. Yeah, I don't know. Hanahiko. Probably. Because I think Hanako doesn't have an H in it. I don't think there'd be a second H, but I don't know. Oh, did you hear? About the ghost boy in the school. All the schools in H City are talking about. Sounds like Hanahiko is back. I heard that he can appear if you peek in a school mirror at night. He'll ask you something. Am I pretty? If you tell him no, you'll be fine, but if you say yes, give me that red stuff then. And then he just disappears. But that's not all. Hanahiko hates adults, you know? I heard that if the person he asks is an adult, they'll die. And not just drop dead. Their blood is drained from them. And next to the corpse is a single rose. A rose dripping with blood. Rumors can easily be manipulated. Passing from one person to another, assumptions and errors mix in. But they also hold a hint of truth. Miss Moe, do you know anything else? I think I probably got my mark when I was investigating Hanahiko at H Elementary School. This has got to be some sort of clue. I should ask her more about it. Why were you at the H Elementary School? My big dream is to write about the occult, so I'd love to see a ghost. I found this article in a magazine mentioning Hanahiko was seen there. I figured the place would be easier to sneak into than a regular school. Because it's been closed down. Okay, I was like, why? What should I ask next? Well, was Hanahiko there? I don't think so. But I can't really say for sure. I went to the mirror. But a shiver suddenly ran down my spine. I got spooked and left. When did you notice the mark? I noticed it later, in the bath. A strange scar was suddenly on my thigh. It really surprised me. I realized immediately that it had to be what Professor Kujo had wrote about. I think I have a handle on what happened. No way to know for sure about the ghost. But there's no denying she had the mark after returning from H elementary school. Then maybe... Tsukasa glances down at his left hand. Mine might be from Hanahiko too. I noticed it after I got home from T elementary. That ghost was seen at a lot of schools at H City, right? Maybe he remembered something. I better ask him some questions too. T elementary? I go to school there. You've probably heard of it since it's the top rank elementary school in H City. What should I ask next? When was that? Maybe around sunset? I was heading home until I realized I forgot something and turned back. No. I didn't get chills or anything else either. Oh, but I think I passed a mirror. I went to the bathroom before going home. I don't think he knows anymore. Their stories are pretty similar to the Hanahiko rumors. It can't just be a coincidence. You must investigate the places where Hanahiko appeared. For their sake as well as yours. That's all well and good, but what exactly am I investigating? Death and life coexisting? If the mark originated there, then a way to erase it will also be there. You must find it. Find the key you need to break the mark's curse. That is the only way to escape. I suppose that's valid. And all of a sudden a huge burden was dropped on my shoulders. It seems that Hanahiko appeared at 2 schools. Where will you investigate? Probably go with H elementary school. Because it's close down, so it should hopefully be easier to break into, as Moe said. Yeah, that's probably wise. They'd arrest you on the spot if you tried to sneak into a regular school. Yeah, me, as a grown man, that would be, kind of really creepy. A middle-aged man who can't recall his name, let alone his address or job title. I'd have no excuses if I got caught. Want to get going then? Let's do this. Wait, you're coming too? Of course. I haven't given up on seeing Hanahiko yet. She grins at me. Is she really strong, or is this blind optimism? I'm going too. Hey, not you too. Seriously? My life's on the line here. I don't want the reason I die to be because you messed something up. It's pretty bold. Good thing you're cute. But to bring kids along with me is... I understand your hesitation. But the mark does not discriminate, stealing lives of children and adults. If they wish to fight their fate, you should honor that. I suppose human logic doesn't fly when dealing with the supernatural. We'll need to prepare ourselves for the worst if we're going to survive. Please take only one mark bearer with you, however. A large group will increase the odds of you being detected by spirits. I also ask that you not waste time in dawdling with others on the way. It is possible unnecessary contact may hasten the effects of the mark. Only engage when absolutely necessary. Keep contact with others to a minimum. Have a safe trip. Selecting a partner. First, select a mark bearer. Do this in the partner menu. Oh yeah, hey mister. Don't you think it'd be a good idea to take notes on what Mary told us? Your memory's getting worse all the time. We don't want to forget anything. I don't know when I'll lose my memory again. I'll write down all the information I get and keep it in my file. Something in it might just save our lives at some point. New information was added to the spirit file. Rumors of Hanahiko. Other. Spirit file. Important info on spirits will be added to the spirit file. Check it in your bag. Consult it if you need help. Saving and loading. Save at the mansion or haunts. Return to the title screen from bag to load. Then choose continue. Okay. Okay. Okay, so that's our inventory, I guess. And that's the spirit file. Here, I guess we choose partners. So we'll probably take Moe. I don't know, because Gab took Moe. Also, I don't know. He's probably better than the small child. The high school girl who loves the occult. She got the arc at H Elementary, came to Cujo Manor, seeking help from Saya Cujo. Medium, she's quirky, but always energetic and cheerful. She marches to the beat of her own drum. Okay, apparently that's not how I choose people. And I'm guessing is the end, so that's probably not what we want. Alright, the partner thing is over here. What's system? Okay, so that's just music and stuff. Save and exit. But I can't just save and not exit? Okay. Anyway, let's take Moe. That's definitely a voice. Oh, I can save with Y. This one's Y? Yes. Okay. Now we have saved. And then I'm guessing we want to hit exit on this menu? First we have to go to H Elementary. Okay, I was correct. Mary says we're free to use the car in the garage. Oh, it's like a VW Beetle. The garage is detached from the mansion. The vintage model van and bicycles only accent the elegant interior. Thank God for careless people. The car key is left on the table. Time to go. Hey. According to Mary, you lost a bunch of your memories, right? Was it really okay for you to drive? She looks at me suspiciously. Don't worry, it'll be fine, I think. It'll all come back to me when I take the wheel. Yeah, that's reassuring. Part of it is to convince myself. But aren't you missing your license? If a cop finds us, we'll have more to worry about than Hanahiko. She's right about that. But our lives are on the line, so we don't have much of a choice. Once the mark's gone, I'll remember. Then I'll just have them reissue it. Assuming I ever got one. Now I'm even more worried. Just drive safe, okay? Okay, to H Elementary School. I'm with Moe. It's very dangerous. But I also don't know how to drive, so even if I lost my memory, I wouldn't know how to drive. Would I forget that I didn't know how to drive, though? These are questions that we have. Human bodies are remarkable. Back in the garage, I wasn't sure if I'd be able to remember to drive or not. They say it's like remembering to drive a bicycle. It's one of those things apparently you don't forget. I don't know, I can't really ride a bicycle. Last time I tried, I scraped up my knees really badly. And then I didn't do it again. But the second my hands touched the wheel, I wasn't worried anymore. My muscles reacted quicker than I expected, and now it is easy to guide this monster down the road. Which is good, because it's a big van, so I don't know, I think people find it weird if you go from, like, driving a car to driving something bigger than that. I don't know that for sure, of course, because I don't actually, in fact, know how to drive, but it's a thing I've heard people say. But now, thoughts of what I can no longer do start to filter in my head. Hey, mister. Moe pipes up hesitantly. I probably let the silence go on too long. She doesn't seem as cheerful as she was a little while ago. What's it like to lose your memories? It's a funny thing to ask. Because how would we know? It's a hard question to answer. What do you mean? Like, do they go all at once, or a few pieces at a time? What if you're only left with sad memories? I'd hate that. I don't think it works like that, but I have no idea if it's getting worse or better. I don't know what I was like to begin with, so there's nothing to compare to. In that sense, rather than the memories vanishing, it's like everything being painted white. That's what it feels like. Oh. You sure are mature, mister. You take everything so calmly. The conversation dwindles, leaving only the sound of tires on the road. And then thoughts start popping into my head again, one after the other. I know we have to check out that mirror. But what else should we investigate? What do you think? We have to be careful about the mirror, because I'm an adult, and Hanihiko does not like adults. Moe glances over at me. No idea. I can't even remember my own name. How am I supposed to know what the hell we're doing? Aw, please? I'm really counting on you. Think whatever you want. I'm talking to a child. I need to show restraint and be a good example. But that's definitely how I feel. I stare down at the steering wheel. Doll in the mansion. Mark bearers. The mark spirits. And mysterious deaths. I feel like I'm going to be buried under all of the crushing thoughts that keep popping into my head. What awaits me down this dark road? I feel a flutter from the mark on my wrist, like it's trying to warn me. My brain might not be able to understand, but my body can sense it. The death is closing in. Spooky. If that's happening isn't the problem. If that's happening isn't the problem anymore. It's how long do I have left? How much longer is it? I almost yell, but I manage to swallow it down with effort. I think we're almost there. Really? Whoa, okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly right. At any time, it could. It's a lot closer than you'd think. Okay, I think I stopped it from being on auto. I think it decided to do that. That was scary. Looming ominously in the moonlight, the school definitely looks abandoned. For quite a number of years, in fact, the walls are starting to crack. All the windows are broken as well. A thick chain in front of the main gate to keep people from going in. Hey, you there, not another step. The enthusiastic voice comes from a man in a guard uniform. He must be patrolling the area. Looks like we got caught. This property belongs to the city. No one is allowed inside. Didn't you know? Or are you up to something? A bunch of people have been coming here on dares since it's haunted. You aren't one of them, are you? No? It's haunted? Well, that's what the rumors are saying. It's a giant pain. Moe nods in agreement. It is pretty famous, after all. The guard size. Anyway, the school's off limits, so you can't go inside. I don't want any trouble on my first shift here. Please leave. Okay? Muttering to himself, the guard makes his way into the school. As we watch him leave, Moe leans over and whispers, "Damn, there wasn't a guard here when I snuck in before. We better not get caught." Moving around a haunt. Use the directional buttons to move. A map shows where you are. Map shows which way you're facing and where you can go. Okay, so I guess we'll go headed to the entrance. Pushing open the doors, I head inside. Whoa, it's so dark. We can't see anything like this. The moonlight doesn't reach inside. We'll just have to use a flashlight. But if we use a flashlight, that guard will find us. Can't do anything about it, I guess. Anyway, that mirror is... I'm pretty sure it's to the right on the staircase. Okay. Investigating a haunt. Move the L stick to search the current area. Shine a flashlight on areas of interest and press the A button. Pressing B button ends the search. Using the directional buttons will end the search and move you. A flyer contains warnings and a list of contacts. Should we feel it? I guess we can look at it. Do not leave handprints on the mirror on the eastern staircase. Thank you. Independent research presentation, first floor multipurpose classroom. Come check it out. Wow, that presentation takes me back. Anyway, the mirror is on the eastern staircase is the one I saw. Guess we'll go there first. Yeah, it's to the right. Okay, what happens if we feel it? I turned over the torn flyer, but I don't find anything in particular. Nothing's there, huh? Looks like it. Okay. And then we can go to this one. Half-torn poster. It says lost and found in large letters at the top. Lost items are kept in storage in the staff room. Please check there if you're missing something. Turn that one over too. I touch the paper. It disintegrates the second my fingers reach it and scatters through the air. Nothing else looks interesting. Okay, we don't have any tools yet, so... Ooh, something here. The battered shoe rack is covered in dirt. Examine. Battered shoe rack is covered in dirt. Okay, why does it say record? Oops. There are platforms of broken wooden slats in front of the shoe rack. They creak when we step on them. Okay, so they don't count as like shiny bits? I guess? I guess not. Okay. I guess we can hit back then? And go to the right. Huh? As we enter the hallway, a small shadow flits across our feet. I turn on the flashlight to find... Aw, Bunny! It's so cute! Is it the school pet? Well, I hope not. The black rabbit squeaks and runs away. It rushes toward the eastern end of the school. Aw, it ran away. Is it telling us to follow? You're right. New info was added to the spirit file. Black rabbit. Okay, is there anything for us to see here? Can we go in the door? That's something, apparently. Looks like something smashed the fluorescent light. They're shattered beyond repair. Okay. There doesn't appear to be anything else here, though. No, okay. And we can't look at the door. I guess we go forward? The floor tiles have peeled off, leaving bare concrete. Okay. Is that all I'm gonna get? Apparently so. Oh, whoops, hold on, there's something over here. The broken window is letting in a piercingly cold wind. Okay, not particularly helpful, though. Oh, here we go. We can go in here, maybe? The door is locked. It's a locked door. Oh, right, sorry. The door is locked. Feel it. Keyhole isn't rusted over. If I had a key, I could open it. Okay, so I guess we need to find a key for the door. We go like that, then we can go forward again. Which should take us to the staircase. Okay. The fire door is rusted shut and won't move. Okay. Check and make sure there's anything else before we click on the stairs, because it might take us up. Oh. There's a ghost. I spied a ghost. That was fun. We didn't say anything about it, though. Can I look at it? No. Okay, there doesn't appear to be anything else but the stairs, so I guess we'll go upstairs. Climb the stairs. Oh, I'm scared. I don't want to look at the mirror. Because it might give me a deadly choice. But we probably should, shouldn't we? Can't we send Moe? This is it. It's the mirror I saw last time. I'm sure of it. Huh. Just then a dull pain runs through my wrist. Like something's biting into my skin. To distract myself from the pain, I keep talking with Moe. It certainly looks normal. Yeah, what should we do? It's a dirty mirror. All the stains make it hard to see your reflection. I'm scared. I silently face the mirror. Bringing my face up to it, I peer into its cloudy surface. As expected, I can't make anything out. All I see is my own shadow reflected as a vague, shadowy lump. My shadow sways in the mirror. At least that's what I thought at first. I figured the shadow had moved because I had. But the next time the shadow moves, a cold shiver runs down my spine. That's not my shadow. Something's in the mirror. Ah! 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 Panic! Noah yelps and steps back. Well, that confirms I'm not hallucinating. There really is something in there. Every muscle in my body locks. I try to look away, but I can't even close my eyes. The figure's mouth twists. I don't want to look, but I can't even close my eyes. It opens its mouth. An odd voice pierces my ears. Live or die. Deadly choice. Hey, am I pretty? Come on. Ah. No. Okay. If only I had that red stuff. I can't see well. Are you a grown-up? I'm only in my 20s. I'm the tallest in my class. Big people aren't allowed in school. Suddenly the mirror cracks. It cracked. Now I can't see. No more big people here. The figure disappears. Okay, we have survived our deadly choices. A scream echoes from the other side of the school. Moe sinks to the floor. They gasp in panic disbelief for a while. I feel much the same. What was that? That was probably Hanihiko. I couldn't say it. The word sticks in my throat. My mouth is completely dry. I can't believe this. I thought I wanted to see a ghost, but to see one that clearly. Moe seems to shake the encounter off and return to normal. Hanihiko's words swirl and ran around in my head. Our situation has done a complete reverse from where we were just moments ago. I can't believe I was complaining about not knowing what to investigate. Oh, anyway. That scream, was that the guard we met outside? I doubt there's anyone else here. He might have seen something wherever he is, too. It sounded like it came from far away down the hallway. That would be the other side of the school. Yeah, let's go look for him. But if he screamed like that, something might have happened to him. Right as I respond, I hear something whisper in my ear. Purify with red. Okay, that doesn't make me feel better. I look in the direction of the voice, but all I see is darkness. Mister? No, it's nothing. Let's go. New info was added to the spirit file. Boy in the mirror. Okay, we want to look at it again. It's a cracked mirror, hard to see your reflection. I run my finger down the cracks. Moe watches me worriedly, but nothing happens. Okay, and if we look at it, cracks in the mirror, nothing else particularly odd about it. Okay. We still don't have any tools. Should we go upstairs? Instead of going to look for the guard? We climb the stairs to the second floor. I feel something soft squish under my heel. Ew. I quickly pick up my heel. Oh fuck, okay. This hallway is covered with poisonous snakes. Moe let something out close to a shriek upon seeing them. Eee, snakes! We decide to go back to the landing. Yeah, that seems like a valid choice. Because, apparently it's covered in snakes. Which is, you know, mildly horrifying. Or more than mildly horrifying. Okay, can I go down? No. Okay. Do I want to go? Oh, it seems to be locked. Okay. I've got to figure out how to... I'm gonna have to move my thingamajig. That made sense. Like, rotate my controller to face where the arrow's facing so I know which way to push the buttons. A bird cry breaks the silence. I guess there's a crow or something outside? I'm just going to assume that there isn't anything else to see. That's not something we've already seen. Oh, that was something. But it went away too fast. I didn't really see what it was. Kind of almost looked like a mouth, I think. Okay, let's keep going forward then. Okay, warnings and contacts, lost and found. I'm assuming these are the ones we read before, so I'm not gonna bother. Ceiling is filthy and the flashing lights are broken. Okay. Well, I guess we'll just go forward then. And then go that way? That seems to be locked. Okay. The rain coming in from the broken window is making the floor cold and damp. And just make sure to scan everything, just in case. Because there might be ghosts. Or other things to see, like the door. But I don't think the door is going to tell me anything. No, it's just locked. Okay. It's a locked door. Keyhole isn't rusted. If I had a key, I could open it. Okay, it's the same as the other door. I guess we keep going forward then, since we can't go sideways? Should we try this door too? Apparently we can't try that door. Or at least not that way. We can just enter the room on the left. Okay. Oh, there's a hole in the wall. I can see something stuck deep inside. What happens if I feel it? I stick my arm in, but the hole gets narrow the further I go in. I can't reach what's inside. Okay, and we don't have any tools, I don't think, right? We have a letter opener. But it's got a short range, so it's probably not going to be super helpful here. Okay. Let's see what else we can find. It's an abandoned desk. The desk looks like what you'd find in any school. What's surprising is that it doesn't look very weathered. I guess that goes to show how durable school desks are. I stick my hand inside and feel around. I got a plastic bottle. There's nothing in the bottle. Well, it might come in handy? Hopefully, I guess? I don't know. There are nonsensical scribbles on the blackboard. Okay, I guess they're nonsensical. The dust is so thick on the ceiling that walking around causes a shower of particles. Okay. Anything else to find? Doesn't look like it. We try to use the plastic bottle? Seems silly, but maybe we can. I kick out the plastic bottle, but what should I do with it? I can't think of a way to use it. You know, me either. Should we try the letter opener, just to see? Take the letter, open the hole, and scrape the item in the back that was stuck inside. It's a worn out talisman. Okay, apparently we should have tried the letter opener earlier. When I pick up the worn out talisman, I feel warmth flow through me. That's soul power. The worn out talisman crumbles silently in my hand. Find a worn out talisman to restore soul power. The more soul power you have, the easier it'll be to survive a deadly choice. Okay. I guess that's everything to see here. I'm going to mute us just for a second so I can have a drink of liquids, and then we'll be back to moving around places. Okay, let's go. So we go out backwards. That was apparently the first grade classroom. The more you know. The more you know. I don't even know. I hear a noise. It sounds like something slamming against the door. Is someone inside? Do we check? I shine the flashlight at the door. There's our friend. And our, thumbnail picture. Out of nowhere, the door bursts open and something comes flying out. Half the man's face is roses. Eek! Oe shrieks and falls down. I recognize the clothes. Some kind of plant covers half his face. Ah! Part of his face we can see is twisted in anguish as he screams. No doubt about it, that's the guard. What the hell happened? Thorns are eating my face. It hurts. What's going on? Noe sits on the floor, stunned into just syllables. She just sat down? Don't sit down when you're approached by a man covered in thorns. That seems like a foolish option. Like run or something. Don't sit down. Okay. Interesting choice. The guard suddenly rushes towards the entrance. And then silence falls once more. The only sound left is that of our shaky breathing. Okay, did we go in the door? Once we catch our breaths, I take Moe's hand and help them up. Our nerves have calmed some, but that definitely left an unsettling impression. Something terrible lurks here. We can't just sit around. I felt like I was paralyzed. I'm okay now. But, mister, that guy... Moe stares at the door. I wonder if Hanahiko did that. And I don't know if you noticed, but I got the feeling that someone was standing behind him. Yeah, no, that's not terrifying. Except absolutely 1,000% terrifying. There's really no good way to respond to that. I let silence serve as my answer. What else could I do? No point in coming here if we're just going to stand here shaking. If we don't uncover the secret before it comes for us, why don't we check out the staff room? I tactfully avoid answering Moe's question. The guard had run out of here. Something might be inside. Some secret about Hanahiko. Yeah, you're right. Let's just be careful, okay? I covered my wrist with my palm, making sure Moe doesn't notice. The moment I put my hand on the knob, the mark burned my skin, pulsing along with my beating heart. New info is add to the spirit file. Plant a fight guard. Okay. I guess we'll go into the classroom. That seems like a scary idea. Let's check and make sure there's anything for us to see first. A broken window is letting in a piercingly cold wind. Okay. That is not a particularly helpful observation, friend. Rain coming in is making the floor cold and damp. Okay, I'm gonna blow my nose before we head into the classroom in case something scary happens and we get like punished if we pause or something. Okay, hopefully we should be okay. Enter the room on the left. I have regrets. I'm scared. The staff room is in chaos. The furniture is upended and the walls are... Was there a fire here or something? There are black scorch marks everywhere. Whew. Moe looks relieved as they come out from behind me. Whoa, it's totally empty. Anyway, let's look around. Okay. Oh, there's a door over here. Looks like it goes to another room. I guess, I don't know, should we check? As I search the burnt post, something falls from the top of it. Found a worn-out talisman. I pick up the worn-out talisman. I feel warmth flow through me. Got soul power. The worn-out talisman crumbles silently in my hand. The wall near the window is burnt. There must have been a fire here a long time ago. Okay. Nothing else to see? No, doesn't look like it. Okay, to the door. Open the door and left the staff room. It's kind of cramped in here. Is this a storage room? Seems to be. Hopefully there's something useful in here. There's a door cut into the floor. Is it some kind of storage area? It's a well-built door, big enough to fit an adult through it. Okay, just checking. The metal handle is retracted into the door. I tried to get a grasp on it and pull it out, but I'm unsuccessful. Okay. I don't think... We can try the letter opener, I guess. If I use the letter opener, I might be able to pop the handle out. I squat down by the door. The mark bites into my hand again. It's almost like it's trying to stop me from searching under the floor. I stand up, pretending to be calm. Okay, that's worrying. Something dangerous must be here. What's wrong? Are you going to see what that is? I'll check it out later. I keep my reply vague as I dust off my knees. Let's look around the room first. There's a bunch of interesting stuff in here. There's definitely something beneath our feet. But we better make sure we're prepared if we're going down there. Okay. So I guess it's saying, danger, don't do it yet. You are not prepared. Okay, what about over here? It's a massive wooden cabinet. It looks really old. The corners of the door are rounded off. I pull on the door, but it just rattles in place. It looks like it won't open. Something's stopping it. Like the sliding door has a simple lock. Just sticking something in the hole for a screw. The key itself seems to have gone missing. I don't see it anywhere. What's this? Something stuck in the hole for the screw. Seems like a wooden thing works as a lock. I have to do something about it to open that door. Can we try the letter opener there? Take out the letter opener. I can shove it in, I might be able to pop out whatever's stuck in the hole. That's the idea, at least. But no, it won't fit. Knife is too big. Okay. Well, I guess we'll need to find something else then. There's a cardboard box on top of the cabinet. I think I can reach it. Something's written in marker on the side of the box. Lost, and it's illegible. The rest of the letters are smudged. Okay, should we feel it? Reaching up, I grab the box and look inside. Got lipstick, red pen, and girls' slippers. Good job, mister. I knew there was a reason you were tall. Yes, the reason I am tall. I open the glass door and check inside, but there isn't anything that catches my eye. Okay. But we have a pen, so let's try to open the cabinet with that. And hopefully that works. Okay. I take out the red pen. Ooh, it's a red pen. I think it said that already, but that's spooky. You write in red pen, then it's like blood or whatever. I don't know. It's a foolish thing to think. If I use the pen, I might be able to pop out whatever's stuck in the hole. Wow, you've got skills. Is it that surprising? Anyway, I need to focus. Suddenly, the resistance vanishes and the pen pokes all the way through. I put my hand on the door and slide it open without any issues. There's a red tube inside. I got a flare. A flare? What's that for? It's a signal light for emergencies. It's a good idea to always have one in your car. Okay then. But Moe picks up something off the floor. It's a thorn, about as long as my pinky finger. That's what was in the hole. This is not a coincidence. I bet he didn't want anyone to have that, so he put a thorn in the hole. Is he scared of this? We both look at the flare again. Huh? Why'd you turn off the light? That wasn't me. I didn't turn it off. It just went off. What was that noise? Hey, mister? What was that noise? Shh, be quiet. The struggle not to yell with my nerves on edge. I hit the flashlight again and again. Come on, please. The batteries are just working. I feel like I'm performing CPR on this thing. But finally. Okay. Got it. Ah! The door behind me warps threateningly. My mark burns in pain. Death is already in the room next door. There's no time and nowhere to run. I calm down. I need to find it away quickly or losing time. Way to survive. We've got to hurry. Take out the letter opener and shove it in. I might be able to get the handle out this way. Touch the metal, my mark scorches me. I stop moving for a second. But I have to do this. Yes, I got it. I grab the handle and lift up the trapdoor. Just as I thought, the dark hole leads down under the floor. Get in. I shove my way into the hole. Then I slide down into the darkness after them. Ugh. I fall unexpectedly far, hitting my back against something. I grit my teeth and stop myself from yelling. Something shuffling around above my head. If we'd stayed there just a few more seconds. I grip my burning wrists with all my might. I must endure the pain for now. I can hear his anxious panting. Or I can hear anxious panting. Moe must be right beside me. They're shaking so hard I can see it from the corner of my eye. I brace myself, expecting the trapdoor to break any second. But the shuffling noise finally grows distant. Is it okay now? Yeah, I think it's gone. Suddenly, my wrist isn't hurting anymore. Thank God. I thought we were done for this time. Anyway, where are we? What in the world is this room? I'm surprised this place exists beneath the school. Can you turn on the light? Yeah. I cautiously press the switch, being careful not to make any noise. The scene captured in the light of the flashlight sends shivers down my spine. What? Moe slaps a hand over her mouth. For a few moments, all we can do is stare in silence. A disturbing scene, more horrible than anything I've ever seen, spreads out before us. Anyone would be shocked by it, especially a kid. I take a deep breath and look closer. There's something twisting around the corpses. Looks like some kind of plant vine? Are those roses? Strangely sharp thorns and thin red petals. There appears to be real live roses covering the corpses and carpeting the floor. My vision suddenly grows dim. Well, that's an image and a half. I see a woman's body trapped by roses. What is this? The tragedy that happened in this room. It's as if it's all playing out in my head. I can see it. Okay, well, I'd like to stop seeing it. Roses, what are they doing here? Did someone plant them? Moe's voice brings me back to reality. Yeah. I can't tell them that I saw some waking dream. I scrambled to remember the conversation. That's right, I saw rose vines then. Yeah, that's gotta be it. It's not like they just spring up on their own. But why would anyone do that? Did someone decorate the corpses for some kind of reason? Or did they die captured by the roses, like in that vision? Moe screams. What's wrong? Something moved. See? Over there? In the back there? No? Is someone hiding in here? Okay, let's look around and see what we've got. A dried up corpse. Body is twisted in an odd position, as if still in pain even now. Did we feel it? I hesitantly search the corpse, but I don't find anything. Okay. I think they all say the same thing. Yeah, seems like it. Okay. Did we check all of them just to be sure? Potentially. I mean, we probably shouldn't, because I watched Gab do it. So we should be okay. We're getting to the point where it'll be soon. Stuff I haven't seen yet, so. There's a bed with a metal frame. Mattress is completely discolored, stained with something that looks like sweat. Ew, fuck. Someone must have been living here, and for a long time, too. Ew. The mattress is oozing dark, dirty water. Oh, vomit. It smells like sewage. I slide the mattress over and find a plastic sheet underneath it. I got a vinyl sheet. It's pretty thick. Was it put there to protect from water damage? The top of the sheet is pitch black. At first glance, it looks like it's covered in mold. But when I spread it open, it crunches as dark red flakes fall from it. This is blood. I can't do anything but whisper, dumbfounded, as I stare at the blood-stained sheet. Something murmurs in my ear as if in reply. Their blood denies him. Part of me takes the voice seriously. I'm clearly hallucinating, but for some reason it calms me down. Yeah, that's a normal reaction to have. Still, in a daze, I shine a flashlight under the bed. There it is again. Something's there. Moe's voice has gone very shrill. Then, hey now, give me a break. I'm no monster, you know? I'm just a regular human being. Mashita. Something slowly climbs out from under the bed. It's a man in a trench coat. A person? What are you doing under there? The man looks bored. He scoffs. Same as you. I ran into a monster and escaped down here. Then you guys came. The man turns his back to us and jerks his chin. Anyway, I was hiding over there. His answer is believable enough. But why was he at the school to begin with? His presence raises a lot of questions. The man tilts his head a bit and peers at me. Then he snorts. Seems he's seen through me. You don't look like you believe me. Guess that's only natural. But I haven't told you everything either. I could, but... The man looks around at his feet. You better get out of here first. We shouldn't continue to chat at a crime scene. I think you're right. Moe seems to feel the same way. Let's head back for now. You have somewhere to go back to? Good. Then let's get going. The man puts his hand on the ladder. He pauses and turns to us. The name's Satoru Mashita. Satoru? I don't know, Mashita. I'm an ex-detective. Forgot to mention that. The man named Mashita disappears up the ladder. We follow him back up to the first floor. But when we emerge, he's not there. Hey, take a look at this. Mashita's calling to us from down the hallway. Was it like this when you guys came through? Moe pipes up, voice slightly wobbly. No, it wasn't. It wasn't like this at all. Something's creeping along the hallway. There are rose vines. Thought so. I didn't see them before either. The mark's color grows more vivid. Early dawn, a few hours left until death closes in. Well, that's not comforting at all. In fact, it sounds kind of ominous. Some people naturally put others on guard, even if there's no particular ill will between them. That's exactly the type of person Mashita is. Oh, you've got some nice stuff here. The moment he climbs into the car, he makes a grab for my bag. Like, bro, what the fuck? Then he starts inspecting all my stuff. I wasn't planning on keeping a constant eye on him, but he's making it very hard not to. Moe seems like the type to stick her nose in everything, but she's suspiciously silent, as if exhausted. I mean, she did almost get attacked by a monster. Are you okay, Moe? Huh? Oh, yeah, just zoning out, you know. I'm fine. She doesn't look fine, but my other passenger is more of a concern right now, given that he's going through my bag. So, were you at the school because you were investigating something? I'm not on the force anymore. I was just poking around for my own reasons. Something I wanted to check. I don't doubt what he says, but that would mean he entered the school illegally. So did we. What were you... Let me ask one thing first. Mashita interrupts my question and points to my arm. Does that hurt? It didn't take him long to spot the mark on my wrist. Sometimes. It hurts the most whenever I'm in danger. Huh, is that so? Mashita leans back in his seat, satisfied. I was investigating some missing people. Guess he's responding to my question now. The school came up in a number of missing persons cases. Each one had some affiliation with H Elementary School before they disappeared. Teachers, workers, people in the PTA, students and their family members. I was looking for them. Then, Moe speaks up from the back seat. Were those people the corpses down there? She doesn't sound as energetic as she usually does. Did something happen after all? Is her mark? Mashita doesn't reply. Maybe he thinks the answer is obvious, or maybe replying to a kid isn't worth his time. But something bugs me about what he just said. If the school was clearly suspicious then. Of course I brought it up to my superiors. All I got for that was... He continues before I can ask, making a slashing motion across his neck. You got fired, huh? Disciplinary discharge. Something about sexually harassing a subordinate? What the fuck? That principal's gotta have some kind of political pull. I probably dug up something you didn't want to get out. That wasn't my plan. I never meant to uncover something dirty. True, the school did have a suspicious room. It's not that strange to think it would come up in some missing persons cases. That would be common sense at least. But common sense is for the world of the living. The spirit might have something to do with those cases. There's an awkward silence. In that sense, there isn't a case anymore, is it? Mashta sighed deeply. Who'd believe it? Who'd believe that there's a monster in that school killing people? It's personal now. Our problem, and we're on our own. He turns his wrist over and shows it to me. On his skin is the familiar mark. You too? Yeah, I sensed it as soon as I saw yours. I had a feeling this would be a problem. We're in the same boat, you and I. He has good instincts. We should talk more about it when we get back. At Cujo Mansion, there's some... I stopped myself from finishing my sentence. I shouldn't mention that for now. In any case, once we get back, we'll give you more details. Yeah. I'm sure that'll help a bunch. But Mashta scoffs. Help, huh? You're underestimating me. Well, that's interesting. The conversation was a lot longer in the Japanese version. He talked about a boy. And like the principal possibly like sexually abusing the boy. Because the way they did that with the translation, it seemed to almost imply that somehow Mashta got fired for sexual harassment of a subordinate, or being like accused of that by the principal. That's so weird that we don't get all of that context about the room and stuff. Huh. Anyway, when I get out of the car, someone's there to greet me. Welcome back, mister. You too, Miss Moe. I'm glad you're unharmed. Did you find any clues about the spirit? What? So there are others? This is everyone? Huh? What a reliable group you've got. Sarcasm is practically dripping off his words. So, are you all planning on continuing to search for that key, or whatever it is? We don't have anything else to go on. There's no other choice. I don't understand you. If the source of the mark is the spirit, it would be best to destroy the source, don't you think? What do you mean? The spirit exists, so all you have to do is kill it. Are you serious? Of course he's serious. He doesn't exactly look like the joking type. Even if we manage to kill it, will that really be enough to make the mark disappear? When I consider everything Mary's told me, it doesn't seem like it'd work that way. Even assuming it did, you have a more fundamental problem. And how do you plan to kill it? I'll figure something out. If something exists, there's logically a way to destroy it as well. He claims he can kill a spirit, yet he doesn't even know how he'll do it? Where does all that confidence come from? Don't forget, I faced him once already. If we're seriously thinking of killing him... Mashta grasps his wrist. The little shit shot some kind of thorns at me from a distance. They hit hard enough to stick in concrete. There's no way to get close to him. We have to make that a priority. Mashta pulls something out of the heel of his shoe and tosses it at me. It's a thorn, curved like a fang. The only reason I'm still breathing is because I was lucky. Won't happen next time. We need a plan. So, as we head to the entrance of the mansion, I tell Mashta about Kujo Manor. He takes it all in silently. Even bringing up the doll, Saya Kujo's death doesn't trigger a reaction. He's so unnervingly calm because he's already dealt with the supernatural. We reach the main hall, which is warmly lit. This strange mansion. This is a strange mansion, but for some reason, I feel like I've come home. Acclimatization is kind of terrifying. Welcome back, Lord Gremlin. That man is a mark bearer too, I see. Would you like to make the introductions? I update Mary on our investigation and the strange way we met Mashta. The mirror, the underground room full of corpses, sudden appearance of roses. I really hate to admit it, but it's clear something supernatural is at work here. And the spirit that caused all of it, Hanahiko. There's no doubt that Hanahiko is the one who put the mark on Mashta's arm too. But what kind of chance do we have against a monster that can do that? Mashta says we should kill him. But is that even possible? Hey, Gremlin. Okay, hold on. I gotta blow my nose again. Okay, my train of thought is interrupted. Mashta's holding a leather-bound notebook out toward me. Read this. I picked it up at the underground room. I was caught up in a bunch of those rose vines when I found it. It's pretty hard to get loose. Did you read it? I skimmed through a bit. Got some interesting stuff. That's what he says, but he's not smiling at all. His eyes simmer with quiet anger. I guess this is where we're going to get that information about the boy. I don't know, somehow I thought it happened earlier, but I guess not. Dark red marks stain the cover. I have a bad feeling, but I flip through it. Rose petals fall as they become unstuck from the pages. The notes within are very detailed. The author was intelligent and well written. Reading through it, it dawns on me that this was written by the elementary school principal. The austere, meticulous letters on each page tell a ghastly story. Records of a young adopted boy's tutoring sessions. The first note is from 5 years ago. It seems the boy, adopted by the principal, was small and exceedingly cute. He enjoyed wearing skirts and makeup too. There's no denying that it truly suited the dainty, red-cheeked boy like him. But the principal had a hard time accepting such fancies. Bad habits must be corrected young to promote such mental health, he thought. So he called it tutoring as a cover for his warped desires. That makes it sound fucked up. Well, I mean, I know it is fucked up anyway. It took place in the underground room. Too many prying eyes anywhere else. There was no safer place than the school at night, once all the teachers had left. The principal stayed behind under the pretense of keeping watch, then tutored. He was a highly respected teacher. He'd even made appearances on TV. There was no reason to be suspicious. The only one who noticed anything strange was the boy's homeroom teacher. But she feared the principal's power and firmly kept her mouth shut. As the notes continue, they're more and more deranged. They paint a horrible picture. It's of a totally disoriented parent and child. My child gets weaker after every session. His delicate frame grown thinner, and his cheeks are now darkened. His appearance is described in detail, but there's no malice or hatred. There's just a fanatical sincerity, his pride as an educator, and a terrifying, smothering love. It continues like that to the very last page. There's no mention of what became of the principal and the boy. But going by the current state of H Elementary, I can hazard a guess. You don't look so well, mister. What was that in the notebook? Tsukasa peers up at me. He and the boy in the notebook are about the same age. This isn't stuff you share with a kid. I better just sum up the main points for him. That's terrible. We children are always victims of the ego of adults. Stupid grown-ups are irredeemable. That's a scary look on your face you have there. Why he'd say that makes sense. The revolting evil of adults and the poor boy who became a victim. But is it really the end? If Hanako and the boy in the notebook are connected, then the boy turned into a monster. Is that even possible? Untimely deaths produce hatred. Death does not bring it to an end. Such festering sentiments can give birth to the supernatural. Monsters, ghosts, vengeful spirits, they have many names. I believe that you've all heard one or two such stories. Hanako is similar. Mary's words are hard to swallow, but after all the weird events, it only makes sense to accept them. If I turn my back to the truth, all that will await me is death. Then Hanahiko really is a monster. We must form a plan based on that hypothesis. Mary is silent a moment. Then her jade-glassed eyes shift to Mashita. Incidentally, according to Lord Gremlin's report, there are those among you who are considering killing the spirit. I shall warn you just in case, but that will be very difficult to do. Why is that? I could see Mashita narrow his eyes, but I made sure to speak up first. They are from the world of the dead. Just as the living cannot become more alive, the dead cannot be killed. The only thing that you could possibly destroy is the cursed sentiment. So what does that mean? As I told you before, death and life existing together. If that is the origin of the mark, then the way to erase it will be there. By driving away the spirit, the curse will also be eliminated. So defeating Hanahiko's how we'll be able to destroy the mark? Setting aside how he can't be killed. What exactly is the key then? Is it nothing more than a concept? Oh, it is nothing more than a concept, so I'm unsure, but I'm certain of one thing. Fate ties the spirit to its place of birth. An object there may be able to fulfill the role of the key. It's a difficult concept to grasp, but that is how spirits are. Determining the nature of the key. That will decide your fate. I had a feeling. We'll just have to keep digging around at H Elementary. We don't know what cursed sentiments or keys. We don't know what the cursed sentiments or the key to destroying the grudge are. Gaining the key and lifting the grudge is the only way to survive. You will be required to be callous, to make use of spirit's fear. Gosh, my eyes are getting all watery. I managed to miss my eye appointment because I thought it was the 16th. Okay. We'll probably have to stop soon so I can put drops in my eyes. The way to repel the spirit lies within its grudge. Remember this and be careful. New information was added to the spirit file, the secret of the underground room. Okay, actually we might just stop now, I guess, then. I don't really want to, but also I might not be able to see again in a little bit. Because my eyes are getting kind of, they need to have drops put in them, is what is going on. So, I guess we'll save. Should we just save over the top of this one? Or should we? Okay. Yeah, I suppose we'll say goodbye here. It has been like roughly 2 hours. Slightly short of that, but again, I don't want to start doing things and have my eyes fuck up too bad. This one the journal? Where's the mark? Cujo Mansion. The black rabbit. Mysterious black rabbit appeared in front of us. Out of nowhere. It's funny, but we've encountered so many strange things already that an odd bunny doesn't faze me at all. Though this paralyzing dread might be concerning. Anyway, we have to find that mirror. Like the rumors said, the ghostly boy appeared. We answered some of his questions, and the mirror broke and he vanished. No more big people here, he said, like he was chasing something. And then we heard a horrible scream. It came from the opposite end of the school. Mysteries didn't end there. I heard a whisper in my ear. It said purify with red. What an eerie voice. Maybe everything that's going on is making me go crazy. Regardless, we need to find the cause of that scream. The blantified guard. I love the way his face looks. I can't. Oh. That's probably fucked up. Anyway. The guardian at the school gate is the one who screamed. He burst out of the staff room, covered in growing plants of all things. The pain driving him mad. Did a spirit do this? It must have been Hanihiko. Ah! Okay, sorry. Which means inside the staff room is... but we have to keep going. Chased by Hanihiko, we fled to the underground room, find skeletons wrapped in rose vines. Spirit of one victim showed me a vision of the past, a disgusting image of a woman dying entangled in roses. She was likely one of Hanihiko's victims, just like that guard. Though she was very naked and seemed to be getting assaulted. So, you'd hope that would not be a small boy? But I guess maybe if he was assaulted, then maybe... I don't know. It doesn't make it super clear what's going on. Even more surprising, a guy named Mashita was hiding in there. The ex-detective explained all of the victims were staff of the school or their family. Why did they have to die? A cursed death. What's concerning is a notebook that Mashita found in the room. It claimed to be some sort of tutoring that was going on in there. Tutor was a principal and the pupil his adopted son. The delicate boy left to dress up in skirts. Under the pretense of correcting bad habits, numerous twisted actions were performed on the boy in that room. He grew weaker and weaker. His teacher should have noticed, but were they just pretending ignorance? Roses covered the underground room and the school, the thorn that shot like a bullet at Mashita. If the boy in the notebook turned into a monster, is there a way to repel a spirit with a grudge like that? And the voice that rang out in my head, what did it mean by their blood denies him? I don't entirely know, but it sounds really fucking spooky. Okay, so, yeah. My eyes are watering, so I suppose we'll have to go now. Also, we have indeed just dropped a couple frames. This is the first time that's happened all stream, which is impressive. But yeah, I guess I will see y'all on Friday, or we'll play more of this, and no one will watch. But that's okay. I am okay with that.